Knapp with a field goal. 17-14 Glencoe. Sunset must score or it's all over. And watch how they do it. On the Glencoe 1, Sunset fumbles the snap, but a heads-up Rich Archer recovers in the end zone. Touchdown Sunset, and they win it 20-17 in overtime to remain unbeaten through 4 weeks. Another Metro League power in action tonight with 6th-ranked and unbeaten Jesuit traveling to Beaverton. And you can call it the Diallo-Lewis show. The Jesuit quarterback can do it all. First, he keeps and takes off for a 35-yard run. Lewis shows Beaverton he can get it done on offense. Then, a little later, Lewis moves to defense and strikes again with the interception. Lewis all over the field, and Beaverton can't beat him. Then it looks as if Jesuit is forced to punt, but watch. They fake and pass, and guess who it goes to? You got it. Diallo-Lewis with the reception. He leads the 6th-ranked Crusaders to their 4th straight win, 14-0 at Beaverton. Elsewhere in the Metro, Hillsboro bombed Aloha. Eric Konecki with 5 touchdowns. It took overtime before Tigard beat Forest Grove 27-20 and Newburgh 48-14 over McMinnville. Now to the PIL and this year's 2 surprise teams. Unbeaten Franklin and Jefferson knocked heads tonight. Both teams entered with perfect 3-0 records. We pick it up in the second quarter. Jefferson already up 7-0, and they add to their cushion thanks to Suntory Robertson. Adds 67 yards to his statistics. Robertson beats Franklin with the big play, 14-0 Democrats. Then Franklin self-destructs. The snap goes over the punter's head, and Jefferson takes over at the Quakers' 22-yard line. The Democrats knocking at the door once again, and they come through. Late in the half, Damon McPherson hits Joe Robertson, and watch the second effort. Touchdown Jefferson. They go on to beat Franklin 26-10. Jeff now 4-0 on the year. Perennial PIL power Benson tried to stay unbeaten in league play, taking on Madison in the late game at Civic Stadium. Benson is starting to get its attack rolling. Jerry Bushman goes over the middle to Dave Frazier, and this play is good for some big yardage. 30 yards to be exact, and it helps Benson get on the board again. And once again, they do it through the air. Bushman goes to Kevin Miller for the touchdown. The Techmen keep the pace in the PIL with a convincing 32-14 win over Madison. Other PIL scores tonight: Grant beat Lincoln 26-12, Marshall 43, Cleveland 7, and Wilson shut out Roosevelt 28-0. We're going to take a quick break, but Sports Extra returns with more high school football action. Coming up next, 3 Rivers League action. Another showdown between unbeatens with Lake Ridge taking on Oregon City. All the highlights next on Channel 2 Sports Extra.
It's songs, it's smiles, it's schnitzel. It's me, Horst Mager, inviting you to my 2nd annual Oktoberfest this Thursday to Sunday at Oaks Park. It's a real Bavarian festival with traditional Oktoberfest foods, dancing and music, all taking place in a real Bavarian village. It's 3 times as big as last year's celebration, with free parking shuttles too. There's something for everyone, so please join us for songs, smiles, and schnitzels this weekend at Oaks Park.
Free movies from Blockbuster Video. Yours with any VCR or camcorder purchase at Smith's. That's right, you get 12 free movie rentals from Blockbuster with any VCR or camcorder from Smith's. Blockbuster Video has the Northwest's best selection of movies, from classics to the latest releases. And there's a Blockbuster Video near you. But first come to Smith's for a great low price on a name brand VCR or camcorder. You'll find just what you want and receive 12 free movie rentals, because nobody cares like Smith's.
Autumn's here and time for G.I. Joe's Big Fall Outdoor Sale. Save $20 on Academy's 4-pound oversized sleeping bag. And pick up Coleman's double mantle propane lantern, now $17.88. Joe's also has Bushnell's 3x9 trophy rifle scope for $99.99. And Remington centerfire ammo is on sale too. Don't miss the Big Fall Outdoor Sale now at G.I. Joe's.
We had yet another major showdown tonight between unbeaten teams. This time, 3 Rivers Powers. 10th-ranked Oregon City and 5th-ranked Lake Ridge went head-to-head. Pacers down 6-0 in the third, but they do something about it when Cam Reynolds scores from the 3. Lake Ridge leads 7-6 heading into the final quarter. And what a wild quarter it was. Oregon City comes storming back. Jeremy Lynch to Steve Sipes coming right at you. 30 yards on the play, and it fires up the Pioneers' offense. They won't be denied. Oregon City's bread and butter man is Brian Piaski. He breaks loose after the pitch, and he's gone. 35 yards. Oregon City stuns 5th-ranked Lake Ridge 12-7. The Pioneers remain unbeaten at 4-0. Milwaukee was stunned at home last week by Oregon City, so the Mustangs tried to bounce back tonight, hosting West Linn. All Mustangs early. Watch the sweep. Brad Huppanen is the man. He takes it, and he won't slow down until he finds pay dirt. 27 yards and the touchdown. Milwaukee on the board, leading 7-0. They're ready to score again, deep in West Linn territory. But watch what happens. Jason Lawrence intercepts at the 1-yard line, and can you believe it? He is gone. Lawrence travels 99 yards for the touchdown to tie the game, but it's not enough. Milwaukee wins it, the final 28-13. Now a huge upset tonight. Lake Oswego shocked Canby 12-7. Cougars quarterback Ryan Bradfield out with a broken collarbone. And Putnam beat Clackamas tonight 33-8. Now it's time to focus on the Valley League. Unbeaten's North Salem and South Salem were both in action tonight. And Jerry Murphy joins us from our bureau in Salem with the report. Jerry?
Steve, let's begin with South Salem hosting Lebanon. The Saxons coming in undefeated, ranked number 2 in the state. Always a little extra spice in this game. Saxon head coach Randy Wegner used to be the head man at Lebanon. South Salem comes out rip-roaring and ready. Joe Douglas is always ready when he gets his hands on the ball. He'll take it on the draw play, and right out of the box, he breaks 2 tackles. Then it's all vision and instinct. Joe Douglas cuts against the grain 3 times in the open field, and it's a 72-yard score. 14-0 Saxons. South would score on each of its first 4 possessions. This time it's John Penhollow to Andy Woolard, 28 yards, 21-0 South Salem. And the Saxons put in a new quarterback to slow down the route, but it doesn't work. This time it's Matt McKillop to Chris Hurd, 30 yards on the touchdown, and South is now 4-0 after a 42-0 win over Lebanon. And across town, it was homecoming at North Salem. The Vikings trying to remain undefeated. Their opponent tonight, Corvallis. The Spartans totally dominated North in the first half. It was 14-3 in the third quarter when the handoff goes to Ivan McCray. We get faked out on the play, but McCray scores to make it 14-10 Corvallis. The Viking comeback would continue. Mark Santos with some heavy-duty running right through the Corvallis defense. A 27-yard gain to set up his own touchdown, and North had the lead at 17-14, 4 minutes left. Then Brandon Michael keeps for Corvallis on 4th down at the Viking 12-yard line. He is stopped short, and North takes over. The very next play, Mark Santos sweeps to the right, and he finds all kinds of room. 88 yards on the play. 185 yards for Santos on 17 carries. North Salem remains undefeated with a huge second-half comeback, the final 23-14. Elsewhere in the Valley League, Sprague evens its record at 2-2 with a 16-0 win over Crescent Valley. McKay is now 3-1 after hammering West Albany 38-10, and McNary is also 3-1 after shutting down South Albany 35-0. So it is North Salem and South Salem both undefeated, heading toward a big showdown 4 weeks from tonight, North versus South. Steve?
Oh, Mark Santos, tough runner, Jerry.
Clutch time, Steve. A huge second half, and he was the key to their comeback tonight.
Okay, Jerry, thanks very much. Mount Hood Conference action tonight featured Gresham and Reynolds at Mount Hood Community College. Both entered unbeaten in league play. Gresham's attack can eat you up if you're not careful, and we saw that tonight. Curtis Loeb goes to John Valdez, 35 yards on the play, and the Gophers are on the move deep in Reynolds territory. That big play sets up a Gresham touchdown, and it's courtesy of Loeb. He keeps, and the Reynolds defense can't keep him out of the end zone. Watch him. 15 yards and the touchdown. Gresham is on a roll. A little later, they strike again. This time, Loeb will go to Rich Nevis. Another touchdown for Gresham, and they wall up Reynolds tonight. The final out of Mount Hood Community College. There you see it, 36-7. At Sandy High School tonight, unbeaten Barlow on the move. His name is Ray Livingston, and you can chalk up 22 yards deep into Sandy territory. Barlow entered the game unbeaten at 3-0. Livingston makes sure they stay unbeaten. He scores from the 1, and Barlow wins its 4th straight, 41-0 at Sandy. 2 other finals in the Mount Hood Conference. David Douglas 20, Centennial 17, and Park Rose 12, Central Catholic 6. There's still much more coming up on Channel 2 Sports Extra. Coming up next, we'll take our trip through Southwest Washington. Ron Carlson will join us with highlights of 2 games and scores next on Sports Extra.